So I've been gone for like a week, and I feel kind of bad because normally, under all other normal circumstances in like the 5 years that I've been like typing and stuff, um, I never ever just vanish. But um, that's sort of why I vanished, because like it's been 5 years, and so like when nothing really happens of significance, then I get when I get an idea to do something that's like sort of abnormal, then I sort of want to, try it out. And so that's just something that I was trying out as far as like putting up like signs and stuff at the arenas or the arena. So since I don't know, I finally actually caught my breath a little bit, and I'm a little bit relaxed. So being that that's the case, I figured we would go ahead and chat some more. Um, I feel a tiny bit awkward talking to Emily, being that she's so involved with her family and everything, but it's sort of a fun game that I like to play with her, so that's why I always like to just to sort of like talk it out with her. Anyways, so sorry I disappeared. The original idea was to like just do these quick pictures the last time, and then hurry and do the video too, and then like rush off to Phoenix, but I was running a little bit low on time, so I just rushed off. So I did the drawings, and then I just rushed off to Phoenix. And then as soon as I got back, I wanted to do the video, but I'm having a lot of problems with it. As far as I've had the same computer for like over a year, and it's never ever given me problems. And so it just suddenly, like, quite literally won't respond. It's never ever ever done that before, and it only happened the second after I downloaded the movie The Covenant from the internet, and then it just all of a sudden just slowed down. And so it's at such a pace that it's actually basically non-responsive. I mean, any normal person would be like, okay, this isn't normal whatsoever. It's basically to a speed that's just like you can't even be extraordinarily patient and still think about accomplishing the entire movie. Plus, I line everything up as far as clips are concerned all in a row, and then I realign them how I want them, and I wanted to do that first. So I was like basically probably had under my speed another 3 hours to go. I had already cut all the clips, and it was responded relatively quickly. And then I came back from running errands, and then all of a sudden it just wasn't responding at all. So but I had like another 3 hours at my speed. So given the speed that it was giving me, it would probably be like, I don't know, 2 to 3 days. Because I add transitional effects, and I add like my own my own perception of how I think the music video should go. So it's really nothing I can really do. It's unfortunate to say the very least, because I'm sure everybody was excited about seeing another video. I haven't done another video. I haven't done a new one in like, I don't know, maybe close to 2 months or so. So for me to actually want to do another one was sort of a new thing for a lot of people that had already been like reading my texting and stuff. So it's unfortunate, but it's nothing really I can do anything about. It would have been a really good video, so it's pretty sad. Anyway, so I was just gonna do some drawings since I have nothing else to do, and wanted to sort of, I guess, like get back together with my friend Emily. So hello, Emily. Okay. I feel kind of bad though, 'cause she's like, I don't know. It's one thing to like talk to somebody, and it's another thing to like talk to somebody like you're like dating. But I don't know. For somebody that's like me, I'm just like, oh, it's no big deal. It's fun. Also, another thing, since a lot of people have been watching my drawings, I learned something recently that I haven't really been doing very much as far as since I've learned it. You know, when you learn something, you're just like, okay, well, I learned how to do something, so why don't I do it anymore? And that's because sometimes when I do draw and somebody's watching, I spend more time like thinking about what I'm gonna say than the actual drawing itself. So, but since we have so many people watching how I draw, we'll just go ahead and start with how I should draw, being that I know how. some people know that I can draw like this, other people don't. Like, oh, I know what he's doing. I feel bad that I disappeared for like a week. Every day, I sort of went into like a mini coma, to be quite honest. I was like, for like, I don't know, when I went to Phoenix, I like came back and I was like, oh my god. Sometimes, I don't know, the only way I can really truly describe it is I was in like a shell shock sort of mode. I was like, honestly, I had like this really strange reaction to putting up so many signs. I was like walking around in like a daze. I was like, oh my god. It was just really this different sort of feeling. Like my mind was processing, but I wasn't thinking. It was just like quite literally just processing a lot. And I was like, oh. So I finally caught my breath, and so I was like, I felt a little bit bad that I hadn't been following up on my since I drew and talked with Emily, and I just disappeared. But I didn't mean to. It's one of those things. Sort of like if I had a phone or if I could call her or whatever, I'd be like, oh, by the way, I'm gonna go do this, but it's an open like computer program. And so I'm like, well, I could tell her, but then I have to tell everybody, and then I don't want anybody to know that I'm gonna be showing up, and so I don't want any problems if I can avoid it. So I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to, and that's one of those things where you just gotta try and like visualize the what you can't perceive. You're just like, Curtis is a very, very stressed out person, and he's probably handling something, and I usually am. It's just one of those things. Everyone's like, yeah, we heard what you said. It was quite off the wall. Thanks for the introduction. It's like, I know, don't you love it? um, yeah, so, like, that was quite the, what do you call it? Intrusion. Oh no, I know, it's all very dramatic. I was on a date. I just met this girl. We were gonna see Swifty. You barged in like a like a cat animal. Does that make sense? A cat animal. You were that. I know. So sorry. It's just that there are some other things going on the planet. Some very suspicious things. I recognized that. I was on a date. We were gonna see Swifty perform. I was very, very excited about this event. I know, you mentioned that. We were gonna do stuff. Calm yourself down. Do stuff. Da, 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 da. Oh. I didn't get to see the concert though. I feel kind of bad. It's like they're in there watching her. It's a shame. Like, oh, I want to go in there. I pulled up. I first got there and there's a limo. Quite literally, like the second I got there, this long stretched black limo pulled out right in front of me, or it was just like it was like drove right in front of me in the parking area. I was like, oh, they have my limo. It's cool. It's one of those things where it's like you live in Mesa and it's pretty quiet here in Mesa. You just sort of get out of your element for like a few hours. It's just like, oh, this is what everybody else knows about. I almost didn't know or forgot. This is on TV a lot, but I never see it that much. I feel bad though. Emily's just such a sweetheart. I really, to be quite honest, every hour after I did my last drawings, I felt bad, like quite literally, for the like every hour since that day. I'm like, I don't know, for some reason I just sort of like feel sad when I don't like. It's sort of like having a conversation with somebody and then he never calls again. It's sort of like that. Nobody should really have to like deal with that, and I kind of did that, unfortunately. And the entire time I was like, oh, gosh, I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad. Like all the time. Just felt bad the whole time. So very sorry, Emily. Very sorry. You're such a sweetie. So just make another. This time I don't have any plans tomorrow. I don't have any plans the day after tomorrow either, unless something comes to mind. But I don't think I don't have any plans right now. Her sisters are all like, I want one for my own. I want one. I want one of my own too. It's like, I know. It's all very, very exciting. It's just funny. Everyone just. I never met her sisters that I remember. I don't know their names necessarily either. So that kind of makes me feel bad too. He's cute. Where can I get one from me? We like to stay indoors. You have to get spontaneously interrupted in your daily life by a stranger and then just say, let's see how this just rolls out. And then just see how it rolls out. Hold on. Thinking I could do long hair, but thinking is hmm. Um, Part of me feels a little bit bad about the whole sign issues, like the intrusion in general. I feel a little bit bad, but the fact of the matter is, it's just like I just have a lot of work built up over the last 3 years. It's really to everybody's benefit in the end, really. So, that's really why. And then, you can do like this, like that. And then see if I have a different brow. So, I guess that would be that, right?